Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, please subscribe, share, like and comment on my videos. So today I'm gonna tell you guys about what was my first job in Turkey, what did I do when I first came here, tell you all my experience with my first job, that the reality. Okay, so this is about to be really interesting. Get your coffee, get whatever that is gonna take you throughout this video. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I'm back. When you travel, or before when you travel to a country, they tell you about how there are some jobs you're gonna have to do this, and you think, oh my god, it's Better Brothers. Okay, okay, honey. You know when they tell you that there is a lot of factories. Of course, Turkey is Turkey for its textile, manufacturing and all that. Okay, so and then you're like, before you travel, you're like, wow, come on, buy and buy. I'm gonna have to do my best. I'm gonna sweep the air. I'm gonna mop the ground, and I'm just gonna have to, get focused and work, because we all need the money. We're all looking for green pastures. So before this actual job, and I had worked in, I had that there is a lot of factories in here, so I gave it my try. I just worked for 2 days there. Okay, I just worked for 2 days. It wasn't my thing, you know. It was really tiresome. Okay, and that was the very first, but I don't have a lot of story about that. And I'm gonna have to tell you what I did. And I tried, I strained, I did what I could because I was like, yes, now that I came in here, I'm gonna have to do my best, and just to go back with something in my country. Of course, you know that. Okay, so but this one right here, hmm, hello, just get the tea, just get something, because I'm about to. Okay, so if you're in the hardworking place, and you're hearing these narratives, like abroad there are jobs, of course there are some people that are really well off, and it's not really easy when you first come in any country. It's not just easy. It's not just food on the table. Okay, so you need everyone has a story to tell. Yes, and if you've ever traveled, or if you've never traveled and you're watching this and just preparing, just know that you're gonna have your own journey, okay? Because everyone has a story to tell, and this is my story. Okay. Well, I had a friend of mine, a person that knew me, okay? This person was really a very good person. So she knew someone that worked in a jewelry shop. So when I heard about the jewelry shop that you're gonna have to, I have a friend, it's such a pleasure, to work in a jewelry shop or company, whatever you may call it. And I didn't know that it's about to go down, honey. Okay, so this friend of mine talked to the other friend of hers, and she was like, okay, the other friend was really a good person, and shout out to you, girl, wherever you are. I appreciate you, because you're really such a good girl. She was such a very sweet girl. And so my friend introduced me to her, okay, and I had to go to work the next morning, and which was a Monday. Okay, um, I was so ready. I'm gonna work in a jewelry shop, or call it a jewelry company, because we had to put in these diamonds. So if you didn't know, these rings on some of the jewelry, for the first time it's plastic. Okay, so then you get to put in the diamonds. Okay, so you get to put in the diamonds when it's still plastic, and after they take to different machines, and there is a way that they turn this to be a metal. Okay, if that makes sense. So there was this, we did so many things. There was a lot of things to do, bracelet, necklaces, rings, so many. Okay, just the diamonds. So we had to put the diamonds. Our job was to put the diamonds. Okay, and it wasn't the original, if you could ask me the question. It was just the fake ones. Okay, but there are some really expensive ones, let me say, but not the real original diamonds for $10,000, $20,000 and all that. No, it's just the fake ones, but of a class. I guess in every diamond there is some classes, okay? So Monday morning, I was ready to go for work, and I found this girl. She was really a very sweet girl, okay? And she introduced me to the boss. The bosses were really so good and welcoming. And I reached, there is a machine that they give you, and something really very small. It's a needle, okay? So the needle, the machine has some pressure that you need to, it holds the diamond. When you hold the needle, okay, it holds the diamond so that you can put in the ring, or you can put in whatever you're making. So I was like, wow, I really can do this. Oh, I'm so ready, because I tested the first job, which was the factory. It didn't work for me. So, and we did this, the jewelry shop. We worked while seated, which was a very good thing for me, like new, and I found this just like a chance to sit while working. All right, little did I know that it's about to be hectic. Okay, so this is the story. This is where the story begins. And came lunch that first day. We had to order for food, which was different from the other factory, because you have a dining area. They had a dining area and blah blah. We're not gonna have to talk about that. Let's focus here. Okay, so lunchtime came. They have their little menu. Okay, so since the jewelry shop was near so many restaurants, they had to get some discounts, since they have a lot of workers. So they get discounts from these other restaurants, and to buy food for us, the workers, okay, the employees. And I was like, wow. And we're eating in a restaurant, okay? And I ordered for chicken. I was so happy. I was super happy. Okay, and well, we ordered for food, we ate, and yeah, my first day. Okay, so I didn't tell you, when they gave me the needle to put in the diamonds, my hand was like shaking. You know how small these diamonds are, and they have numbers. There is 2, 3, 70 something, so many, okay? And the smaller the diamond, the more difficult it is. And you know how much you paid, honey? Okay, for every diamond, for each diamond that you put in here, it's your salary. For every diamond that you put, that's the salary, and you get paid at the end of the week. Well, I tried to learn for the first day, because it's not easy for the first time. And I tried to learn. I put in the diamonds and them to be metal. If they didn't sit properly in, they all come out. So that was really another problem for the bosses, because they would always complain if these diamonds went out, and they could take them to another place for them to be metal, and some of them would come out, and it was terrible. Our bosses didn't like it. So it was we, the newcomers, that weren't doing the job perfectly. All right, so after 3 months, I was, you know what, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do my best. I'm gonna have to put in my effort, because I looked around the other jobs. I couldn't manage, to be honest. I couldn't manage. And for someone asking you, like, oh, back at home, when someone asks you, oh, what job do you do? I'm working in a jewelry shop. And you're feeling like you're working in a bank or something, that if you could do this job perfectly, they give you some work to do at home, and you bring the work in the morning. Okay, so it's like you're doing extra work at home. Okay, so you're earning, of course, extra money. After the period of like 4-5 months, I had started improving, and my bosses used to give me a machine, okay, and I could take the machine home. They could give me work, and I started working from home. Little did I know that really needs a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, because there came a time when I was really drained by my job, because you need to sacrifice a lot. You need to sacrifice your time, you need to sacrifice your fun, the things that you'd like to do, to hang out with your friends and all that. This is where the craziness began. Okay, so I used to take extra work at home. Mind you, I was living alone. I had roommates, of course, but she was like more like a mother to me. She used to love me so much. She used to give me food because she knew that I was really tired. I came back tired. I didn't have time to cook and wrote some other work to do at home. Mind you, we get from the job at around 7 in the evening, okay? And we go back home. You know, the Istanbul traffic is really, really crazy, and a 20-minute drive on a bad traffic day, it could take you 1.5 hours to get where you're going, to get where a 20-minute drive can take you. So I could go back home late, let me say reach at around 9. Okay, remember I brought some work to do at home, so I could sit on the machine at around 9:30. I have the pressure because I need to work. The bosses want this work in the morning, and I want to earn more money at the end of the week. Okay, and with that being said, I had to eat really first. I had to sit on the machine immediately after I ate. Ask me what time was I sleeping. I was sleeping at around 1 a.m. Sometimes, okay, let me say at around 12. Yeah, I would sleep at around 12, and I could wake up at around 5. 5 in the morning, sit back on the machine 7 in the morning. I could dress up, hurry up, brush my teeth, shower, whatever, and make sure that by 8 I'm at work again. So just imagine. It's the same thing during the weekend. So the weekend we used to work on Saturdays. We used to work on Saturdays half day up to lunch hours. And lunch hours, but we didn't work on Sunday, of course, and you could take some work to do at home still on the weekends. So this is why I told you, like, it needs a lot of sacrifice. I sacrificed my fun, my friends, and all that. You know, when you overwork, sometimes it really affects you mentally. You get tired, you get exhausted. There came at times when our bosses, they had limited work, and this happens during the winter season. Okay, so in the winter season, the area we used to work in, there is a lot of the small shops, companies, and in the winter you could move from shop to shop. Ask me why. Because there is limited work during the winter season. Okay, and there are times when you feel like, oh, you know, I love my bosses, I don't want to change another shop, but you have to pay the bills. You should just, you know, to go find another shop to work in. Okay, so around that time I worked in like 6-7 shops, let me say. And it's just like that. You can never work in one shop, because we had, you know, I had friends, I met some other friends, and it's just the same case. It's the routine. It's like a routine, and come winter, you're gonna have to be prepared to just move from one shop to another, you know, to another, to another, just because you're looking for something better, just because you want to earn a living. And, you know, in the winter, bills are really very high. This is when I knew that, you know what, I need to change this job. I'm really exhausted. I'm really tired, and this is enough. Mind you, I had bought my own machine shops, because I had a friend of mine that knew so many bosses since she used to work, around the same places, around the same shops. Okay, so we could get some other work from different shops so we can take it home and use our own machines. I had worked in that process for about 2 years. Yes, 2 years. And you know what? In life, there is something really funny, let me say. But if you're thinking to change your life or to change something that you feel like it's holding you back, you need to change. You need to stop. You need to just stop. Take a break so that you give God a chance to make ways for something else that He is preparing for you, that He wants you to do. Okay, so time came, I felt like, no, this is enough. I'm working really hard and I'm just gaining the penny, not just the penny, but really it wasn't worthy, because I used to work really hard. There are times came that when my eyes really were blurry and I didn't see anything, because these diamonds are really small and you have to use a light. You use a light to, to see the diamonds properly, because you know how a diamond is. This curved shape, it's the one that comes in here. So the diamond can be, straight on top and looking good. So you could just the perfection. Okay, so this is the time when I knew that, okay, so this is enough and I'm really ready for whatever thing that God is going to bring out of my way. I didn't know really what I was going to do, but I was like, I'm tired. And I had another friend of mine that was working in the like babysitter, but she told me, you know what, why don't you work as a play sister, a child's, your English is really good, like why didn't you work as an English play sister? And I was like, wow, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And mind you, a play sister, when you come in here, a play sister is one of the good jobs that you could really earn good money. Okay, because you get to sometimes work part-time. You have your own clients, you have your own students that you attend, maybe daily or hourly or something like that, how many days in a week or how many hours in a week. And I was like, okay, since I was really tired, I was like, I'm gonna sell this machine that I bought with my money. And mind you, this was November. Okay, I hadn't gotten any job. I didn't know when I'm going to get the job, but I just decided. And I was like, no, this is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just going to sit home and just wait for what God is going to bring. Okay? And there was a friend that needed a machine. I saw the machine. Without getting a job, without knowing what I was exactly going to do. Okay, so after selling the machine, I had to sit home for about 3 months. And mind you, that was November, December, and January. These are all winter season. This is the winter season, whereby it's crazy. Bills are coming high. You in the winter, during the cold days, you get hungry. You need to eat. You need to... Okay, so I just gave up on that job, and that's how I quit that job. And mind you, God opened the doors for other good jobs, because I knew English, and to work as an English teacher in here or as a play sister in Turkey, you don't need to have a certificate, though some institutions ask you for a certificate, but some don't. You just need to be fluent, and you just need to have a good accent, let me say, because most schools hire native English speakers, just like America, Canada, or the UK. But Uganda is we're native English speakers, because we learn English since kindergarten, and in schools and everywhere we use English, if that makes sense. Okay, so that was my experience, my first job experience in Turkey, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a lot of stories to tell you guys, and I can't wait to share with them. I can't wait to share them with you guys. I hope you subscribed, like my video, comment on what was your favorite part, or comment on what video you would like to watch next, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a good day.